Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your man Rich Too Bad coming back today with another video. I hope each and every one of you are having a blessed, wonderful, and a prosperous day wherever you are today. Yes, as you can see by the thumbnail, I am going to be taking off my stock throttle body. Sorry for the wind, guys, but I'm taking off my stock throttle body. I'm going to put on a 87mm throttle body from Modern Muscle Extreme. We'll see what it does. I don't even, it says it's supposed to gain more horsepower compared to the regular stock 80mm throttle body. So without further ado, man, let's get to this install. All right, guys, so first things first, what you're gonna have to do, make sure you disconnect the battery in your car, in the trunk of your car. Second thing you're gonna do is you're gonna have to remove this, loosen up this clamp, you know, pull your sensors off the elbow of the air intake, and then remove the clip, and that way you have access to, it should be 4 bolts. It should be green. Mine are green, so I'm assuming yours are going to be green as well. So you got one here, 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 and then there's one on the bottom. But by removing the elbow, this will give you better access to removing those bolts. And this is, like I said, this is just a plug and play. This is actually the 80mm. I'm sorry. This is the 87mm throttle body from Modern Muscle Extremes, and I'll go into further details in a minute. We'll talk a little bit more about this aftermarket product, but as you can see, guys, this is just a plug and play. It bolts right on. Should take you no longer than 10 minutes to do this install. So I'm not gonna be able to record and do this at the same time because my cameraman, he got the day off. So but I will tell you what I do step by step. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these sensors here and here, and I'm gonna loosen the elbow clamp, and then I'll cut the camera back on and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. All right, guys, on another mental note, as you can see, I got the elbow off. You may need to go ahead and just take this elbow completely off. So go ahead and loosen this clamp up too, and pull this elbow out the way so you can get more room to be able to get in there and get to these 4 bolts that's on the bottom. So, okay, guys, as you can see, I got the elbow off. I got the sensor that went to the throttle body off that goes right here. Now you need to do is unloosen these 4 bolts right here. They should be green. Like I said, they're green on my car, so they should be green on your car. And then this throttle body should come off, and then, like I said, I'll compare the stock throttle body with the 87mm throttle body from Modern Muscle Works. All right, guys, as you can see, I got the screws out. Like I said, you got 4 green screws right here. Really not hard to take out, but when you take that throttle body off, make sure that this seal stays inside of that manifold, or you're gonna have really, really bad issues with this with the air leaking out. So here's the stock one. Here's the 87mm. We're gonna go inside. It's kind of cold out here right now and the wind's blowing, so I'm just gonna plug this up real quick so nothing gets inside of here real quick, and we can go ahead and kind of compare the two of the throttle bodies together. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, so here is the 87mm throttle body from Modern Muscle Extreme. And here's just a little bit of description of this throttle body. It's Modern Muscle's new 5-axis CNC ported high velocity Hemi throttle body was developed to help increase the flow of airflow through the stock intake manifolds of the new Hemi engines, and it works. The stock 80mm throttle body has shown on many applications to be restriction on these engines, but with Modern Muscle's new Vittori-like design, airflow through the stock throttle body has been increased without sacrificing air, like the straight 85mm and 90mm throttle bodies, allowing even more power while being a direct bolt on. Features: fully plug and play, max airflow through the OEM throttle body, perfect drivability, no issues require tuning, increased miles per gallon, but that's going to vary on how your driving habits are, and it's available with the polished exterior. So we're going to go ahead and compare these two together. So like I said, the one on my left is Modern Muscle Extreme, the one on my right is the one that came from the factory. And you can kind of really see a difference on the inside. You can see how they kind of ported this one out a little bit more, and this one still has the little lip on the inside. So from the factory, like I said, the factory one is 80mm. So you can kind of see the little lip on the inside there at the bottom, right there. And then on the Muscle Modern Extreme. This one's more smoothed out on the bottom. It's kind of smooth like Gary Coleman's face, almost. So, but I picked this one up off Modern Muscle Extreme. It was $299. The reason why I went with Modern Muscle Extreme is because they specialize only for Hemi and Mopar products. So as you can see, this is actually a Mopar product. They just took the old one and they just milled them out. So this is the reason why I kind of want to leave my car as close to OEM as possible, or just with Mopar products as possible, just because if I decide one day to trade the car in, I can still kind of get the same value for the car, leaving Mopar products on it versus putting some kind of aftermarket products on it. So, but there are different brands out there. There's BBK, there's Fastman. I'll put the website down for Modern Muscle Extreme. So if you're interested, they have a bunch of stuff for RT, Scat Packs, Hellcats, whatever, 6.4s, 5.7s, 3.6s, 6.2s, whatever you need. Modern Muscle Extreme has it on their site. So we're gonna go ahead and do this final comparison. Like I said, I don't know if this is really going to give you horsepower. It says it's supposed to give you up to 12 plus rear wheel horsepower. Not really sure, but like I said, sometimes it all depends on your on what you have set up on your car too as well. So I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna see a difference in the throttle response, but I don't know about horsepower, because I noticed when I put the Hellcat lower air box in with the K&N air filter, like I noticed a difference in the throttle response then. So we'll see what this one does as far as with the 87mm throttle body going on. So without further ado, let's go back out in the garage. Let's put this thing on. All right, guys, so just like the last process, we're just gonna bolt this back on with the 4 bolts that came on the green bolts. And then, like I said, this is just a plug and play. It should go back right back where it is. Of course, I'm sorry about the camera. But that's it, guys. You just bolt this back on and with the screws on, and tighten everything out. Put your cords back on, put your elbows on, put your sensors back on, connect your battery back, and then we'll see what it does, guys. So stay tuned. And bam, the new throttle body is on. Like, guys, like I said, just repeat the process, guys. It's just wash, rinse, and repeat, man. Put these green bolts on snug, make sure everything's in there good. Then go ahead and tighten everything down. You know, you want to make sure that you got a nice tight seal up against that manifold, because you don't want any air to leak out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the elbow back on, put the sensors on, connect the battery, and then we'll go for a test drive. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so like I said, we got everything back in place. Elbows on, sensors on, AirTech in sensor, throttle body sensors on. And that's it, guys. Like I said, this should probably take you probably 10 minutes, probably less than 10 minutes, but just because I was filming, it took me a little longer. And like I said, Muscle Modern Extreme, I will put the website down below or in the description. Check them out, guys, if you're interested, if this is something you want to do. Like I said, you can do the 87mm without getting a tune, but once you start going up into the 90s and to the Hellcat throttle bodies, the 100s, then you're gonna start needing to put a tune on your car. So, all right, guys, so we on this test drive with the new throttle body, and I must say I really don't see a difference. I'm trying to get a couple hard pulls for you guys, but I just don't. Like I said, it could be just maybe takes time for the computer to adjust itself and learn that it's a new throttle body in the car. So just gonna do a couple pulls for you guys real quick. Kind of at the light right now, so when this light turns, I'll be able to go. But yeah, MuscleModernExtreme.com, man. They have nothing but the best Hemi products for your Mopars, guys. So definitely give them a look and see, and something that you might be interested in getting a new throttle body put on your car versus the stock throttle body. Then Muscle Modern Extreme, I mean, like I said, you can go with BBK, Fastman, couple of those other plug and play, but like I said, I just went with Modern Muscle just because they're cheaper and they're still Dodge OEM parts. So lights turning here, so I'm gonna do a quick U-turn and do a hard pass real quick, guys. So we'll see in time. Maybe when I do decide to get this car tuned up a little bit. And I wasn't even in sport mode, so I don't know how that sounded on camera, because that was definitely not sport mode. That was just regular mode. So I think what I'll do is do one more pass. I'm gonna cut the camera off once I get on the interstate, do one more pass in sport mode, and we'll see how it goes, guys. So you know what? Never mind, because the light's about to turn green anyway. So we're going to this underpass real quick. Yeah, you cannot help but go under underpass and not rev your car up just to get that sound vibrating off the underpass, man. You cannot beat that sound. So hopefully the traffic won't be bad, but actually I'm at another light and this was red, so I'll cut the camera back on once I'm at this light. Alright guys, so I'm in sport mode on this time. Effect. They could be really doing something to the car. I just don't notice it because this is my car. So maybe if somebody else came in and drove it, they may see a difference with it. So, but other than that, man, like I said, this is a plug and play. No check engine lights came on or anything of that nature. So if you're thinking about installing this on your Charger, Challenger, or Trackhawk, Hellcat, they do, like I said, they do have all kind of parts for all the Mopars. So even for you V6 guys, they still have parts for you guys too as well to put better performance on your car. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, guys. Keep God first, stay prayed up, stay blessed up, guys. To the next video, I'm out.
Given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to